Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now, today we have... Hey, yo, you know why you tuned in here, man. So we just gonna give it to you raw. You know what I'm saying? Well, look, we gonna give it to you raw, okay? Diddy has been arrested. You've been waiting for it. A lot of people have been waiting for it. And not just because we want to see you know what I'm saying, like a brother go down, you know what I mean, because he's black or anything like that, but because the brother has committed all kinds of crimes, man. And folks have been talking about these crimes for over 20 years. Some people have died looking for the justice that's taking place right now. You have the privilege of seeing the man go down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it looks like he's gonna go down because, I mean, based off of what we're looking at right here, man, it ain't looking good. Let me roll down the windows. It's gonna be a doozy. All right. Where we at over here, man? I got a lot of information for you. You know what we do, man. We compile all the information, man, so we your one-stop shop. All right. Let me see if I can find this information. I just had it right here. What the hell? All right, look. The diddler's been arrested. You already know that, okay? Now, at the time that I first started, compiling all my information, it wasn't very clear what the charges were. But everybody knows. Look, they kind of sort of have an idea of what it is. All right. Now they recall they did searches on his property back in, I want to say, March. TMZ states that the arrests are in connection to the searches that took place back in March at his house in Beverly Hills and at his house in Miami. All right. The man was arrested in Manhattan by federal authorities after a grand jury indicted bro. Okay. Now, a person familiar with the prosecution stated that, he was probably going to go down for racketeering and trafficking of a sexual nature in the whole 9 yards. And since it's the feds, they found probable cause for all of that. All right. All over the place in them 2 raids. You know what it is. Okay. Now, your boy's going to be appearing in court. He appeared in court today. Matter of fact, he's supposed to be, his arraignment is today at 2:30. Right now, as I'm recording this, is 2:42. All right. Now, we don't know if he's going to be granted bail. Chances are he won't be. Okay. In the case of like potential trafficking of a sexual nature, the likelihood of bond is super duper low. Okay. This man is being prosecuted by the same people that prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein. So you know what it is. All right. Now, it is of note, okay, that assault and assault of a sexual nature are not federal crimes. Those are prosecuted in state courts. But we might see what we might see is some sort of charge of a crime with organization attached to it. Okay, which is what we believed. All right. Now, that's kind of what we suspected from the jump, though, right? That we suspected that from the jump. Now, hitting the Beverly Hills and Miami spots with search warrants, you know how many artists and celebrities got bubble guts right now, man. You know how many people got crazy diarrhea right now. I'm talking they've been in the bathroom all morning long holding their stomachs, bubble guts. Because, look, they next. You know that. You know what I'm saying? Now, apparently, word is that the arrest was supposed to happen today, but they was squirming in the cop cars or whatever and execute the Fed car. They were squirming in the cars and they executed the joint a day early. So, I'm not shocked with any of that, okay? Diddy's attorney stated, he said, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire." What else, sir? "Adoring his children and working to uplift the black community." Close quote. Nice try, bro. I bet you Freddie P would say otherwise. Okay? Maybe we play a Freddie P clip at the end of this video. Okay? Now, just to jog your memory. Okay? Yeah. We gonna. Hopefully, we squeeze the Freddie P whatchamacallit in there. Okay. Now, in addition, right? In addition to saying that Diddy's a family man that gives to the needy and teaches Sunday school, you know what I'm saying? It helps old ladies across the street. The diddler's attorney also stated, he said, he is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. Come on now, sir. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, bro? Like, come on, man. All right? He's not a criminal. The video against Cassie already proved that he is. You follow me? He said he is, and once people say, "I'm not a perfect person," remember when the preacher, the other preacher in Atlanta, and he started off his whole thing about saying he's not a perfect person, and then they caught all kinds of insanity with bruh. He is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with his investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. Oh, we got the facts. We're about to give them to you. These are the facts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. Man, the information that they done gathered, man, the attorney might as well quit. Yeah, hurry up and get your money on the front end, bruh. He said, here's my thing. It ain't looking good for your boy at all, okay? Didn't Cat Williams say this is going to be the year for secrets to come out? All right, so look, here's an update on some of the charges, all right? The Diddler's been charged with trafficking of the exact nature that you thought, okay? This is sexual in nature. Trafficking by force. It's that kind of trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, okay? Racketeering conspiracy and transportation to engage in prostitution, right? And the court documents drive the nails in even further, okay? Court documents also state that the Diddler is accused of forced labor, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, bribery, arson, kidnapping, obstruction of justice, and crimes involving narcotics. Yo, bro is cooked. Okay? Now, I looked into it, right? Here's a breakdown of the possible penalties for these types of charges, okay? Let me just hit you off with a little bit of this, okay? Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, that's a federal offense, okay? Carrying a mandatory minimum of 15 years to life in prison, depending on the specifics of the case. Racketeering, you know what I'm saying, RICO, depending on the nature, severity of the racketeering activities, that could carry up to like 20 years in prison for each count, with the possibility of more if the racketeering includes more serious crimes like murder, okay? Transportation for prostitution under the Federal Mann Act, that could lead up to 10 years in prison. Forced labor and coercion, violations of federal human trafficking statutes for forced labor could carry up to 20 years with life in prison if there is a death or an aggravating circumstance. Bribery, arson, and kidnapping, each of these carries in severity. Like bribery could carry 5 to 15. Arson, if it endangers life or property, that could carry up to 20 years. Okay? Kidnapping charges typically carry, please don't hit me, bus. Bus, please don't hit my ass. Okay? You was flying around the corner. Okay? All right. Ooh, I know you mad at me, sis. But come on now, you almost hit me. All right? My bad. Arson, if it endangers life or property, that could carry up to 20 years, all right? Kidnapping charges typically carry 20 years to life, depending on whether it involves crossing state lines or other federal factors. And obstruction of justice, that joint could carry up to 10 years. Narcotics-related crimes, yeah, I'm still going. Federal narcotics charges can be like for trafficking and whatnot. It could range from 5 years to life, depending on the amount and the type of drugs involved. Altogether, it could be several decades to life in prison. And depending on the specifics of each charge, whether they are concurrent or consecutive. Now, here's the difference between concurrent and consecutive. If the charges are concurrent, okay, let's say you got 10 years for one charge, 5 years for another charge, the 5 years could be served within the 10-year charge. You follow what I'm saying? As opposed to consecutive, where you do the 10 and then you do the 5. You follow me? Look, bro, look. These charges, they're gonna break bro's jaw, right? And bro's gonna be crawling on all fours. You gonna be like, you like, that ain't gonna be his first time on all fours. Hey, cut it out, man. Now's not the time for jokes, okay? People are receiving the justice that they deserve to see, okay? Now, hypothetically, right? Because I like to do this kind of stuff. Hypothetically, if Diddy were convicted of the charges mentioned and the sentences were at their minimum, assuming that, the sentences were served concurrently rather than consecutively. I just told you what the difference between those two is, if you can remember, okay? But if they were served at a minimum, the estimation for the minimum number of years, think about it. Sex trafficking, 15 years. Racketeering could be up to 20, but hypothetically, let's assume it's a minimum of 10 years, which would make it inside the 15 years of the trafficking. You follow me? The transportation for prostitution, minimum 5 years. Forced labor, minimum 10 years. Bribery, minimum 5 years. Arson, if no one was harmed, it could be a minimum of 5 to 7. Kidnapping, that's typically 10. Typically 10. I mean, my bad, 20. Did I say 10? 20. Okay? Obstruction of justice, minimum 5. Narcotics, for smaller offenses, minimum 5. Okay? Sex trafficking alone, 15-year minimum sentence. Okay? Most of the other crimes, they range from 5 to 20. So what we see, the absolute minimum number of years the diddler could be facing in Arkham Asylum at this damn point. Okay? If all the sentences are served concurrently, it would be about 20 to 25 years. Minimum. Okay? If my information is correct. Okay? However, that estimate assumes the man receives very, very favorable sentencing. Okay? If the sentences are served consecutively, the man is done. It's a done deal. Okay? Finito. All right? Now, the diddler's lawyer, right? He does have something to say on the matter. I want you to take a listen to Puffy's lawyer. He has a strong message about what's going down. Take a listen real quick.
No, it's not planned. Certainly, it's not planned by us. I mean, he came here to surrender at a time agreeable to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and then they arrested him last night. I spent the evening with him. I was with him about 1 o'clock. His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with his head on the way he's dealt with every challenge in his life. And he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges. We know what the charges are going to be without seeing the indictment. It's going to be racketeering. It's going to be sex trafficking.
Now, the question, of course, I mean, we know that he's going to be seeking bond. I think they're seeking bond. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to go into that in a second. Okay. Here's what you were waiting for. You ready? Wait. Let me look up something else. Okay. Arraignment. What you would call it? Did I go over that? Let me go over the bond information. Okay. Because since I mentioned the lawyer, I might as well go over the bond information. So let me go there real quick. All right. Here's the proposed package that the defense is proposing for bond. Okay. The defense proposes the following bail package: a $50 million bond, co-signed by Combs, his mom, his sister, the mother of his oldest daughter, and the 3 adult sons, secured by the equity of Mr. Combs' residence located on 2 West Star Island in Miami, Florida. Okay, with the appraised value of that house being $48 million. The home is unencumbered. It says in anticipation of this bail hearing on August 20th, 2024, Combs paid off the remaining mortgage of about $18 million so that the home could be used to secure a bond and be free of a mortgage. All right. Secured by the equity of Mr. Combs' mother's home located at, they gave the address of a home in Miami, Florida. Mr. Combs' travel will be restricted to the Southern District of Florida, Southern District of New York, and attend medical appointments. This is what they want. This is what they're proposing. It's not saying what it's going to be, okay? Mr. Combs' passport was surrendered to his counsel on April 1st. His counsel advised the prosecutors of this fact in an email dated the same day. The counsel will provide his passport to pretrial services. I guess they did all that back in March, because that was back in April. They did all of that back in April just to say my man ain't a flight risk, okay? The passports of the following family members, I lost it, have also been surrendered. The passports as Janice Combs, Chance Combs, Jesse Combs, Delilah Combs, and Love Combs, okay? The passports of his children. I know a lot of people feel terrible about his children. And I mean, if his children were not participating in any of the crimes, then okay. If his children are guilty of any crimes within all of this, then they got to fall under the rule of law too. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody above the law. No one is above the law. We don't care how much money you make, okay? And I don't know how, a lot of celebrities don't seem to get it. They think their money exonerates them from being accountable for heinous behavior. Cuff your money, right? Your money don't mean nothing to us, okay? If you've committed crime, we want you too. We want to get you too. We want to get you off the street. Let me think this through. Because I'm sitting there thinking, what about all the other people that have committed crimes? We've all committed a lot. A lot of people did not commit crimes. There's a lot of people that are like, nah, I just go to work and go home, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into all that other stuff, okay? Nah. I mean, and then if you're a part of this RICO enterprise, this is a huge enterprise that we talking about here, man. A lot of people about to go down because it ain't gonna be just him, right? Although with the Jeffrey Epstein thing, it seemed like it was just him, right? Harvey Weinstein, it seemed like it was just him. I mean, but this is a big enterprise. Look, let me finish going over this, okay? Here's what you was waiting for, right? This is the details, okay? In relation to Diddy's racketeering charges, the indictment states that the law enforcement officer seized freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more, than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. That's what they got in the raid. More than 1,000 bottles of lubricant. Golly, man. Look, as mentioned before, the man was accused of facilitating sexual gatherings, they called them freak-offs, during which he would allegedly use force and coercion to have victims engage in sexual acts with all kinds of workers. The indictment stated that the freak-offs lasted for multiple days. He would allegedly provide victims with IV fluids to recover from the sexual acts and drug use. That is insane. IV fluids to recover from the sexual acts? What the hell was y'all doing? I don't want to know. But take a listen to the feds talking about they ain't done. The baby oil seized and feds not done clip. Take a listen to this joint.
As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether. Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches. As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well, we recovered 3 AR-15s. This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly defaced. Another picture of more ammunition and parts of 2 AR-15s right there. Now, I want to be clear about 2 things. First, this office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York. Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly.
I mean, you thought it was bad. It just kept getting worse. Now, here's what Baller Alert posted, right? It said, and this is concerning, let me see if I can get to it. Diddy's inner circle being revealed, okay? Diddy's inner circle being revealed. It says, as a Baller Alert posted, as a shocking racketeering case against Sean Combs continues to unfold, disturbing new details have emerged about the involvement of his close associates, of which I say, get them too. They ain't exempt. Y'all was part of it too. Y'all part of the problem. Y'all just gonna go to the next Diddy and do his evil biddings. So get y'all too. My bad. According to the indictment, members of Combs' team, including high-ranking supervisors, that is, high-ranking supervisors and maybe even people over him, okay? Get all of them. Security staff, personal assistants, and even household employees were deeply involved in facilitating the alleged criminal activities at the center of this legal storm. The indictment reveals that Combs, along with other members and associates of his business empire, leveraged his influence to intimidate and manipulate women into participating in elaborate sex performance known as freak-offs. Yeah, how many times are we going to say that? Even these events were reportedly organized under the guise of romantic relationships, but once women were brought into Combs' inner circle, the reality was far darker. See, didn't I tell you, them white parties where they be dressing in all white, whenever people got that whole all white thing going on, man, it's always something creepy about it. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. Think about it. The all white parties, the Ku Klux Klan, it's always some weird freaky stuff. Always some nasty, weird stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised them other all white parties, man, let me not even go there. Let me just keep it rolling. The freak-offs, which occurred both domestically and internationally, involved commercial workers of a sexual nature, engaging in extensive sexual acts, allegedly at Combs's direction. The indictment outlines how these events were meticulously arranged with Combs, in other words, his organization, hence your RICO, right? With Combs and his team flying in workers, booking hotels, setting up environments for these performances. Members of Combs's enterprise even went so far as to stock hotel rooms with the freak-off supplies, including controlled substances and other materials, ensuring that everything was prepared for these multi-day events. Just keeping the drug business booming. What makes these allegations particularly troubling is the level of involvement of Combs's inner circle. The indictment claims that Combs's closest associates were instrumental in ensuring that the freak-off events went off without a hitch. Who are some of the people that was sitting there backing this man heavily? They coming for them too. Okay. What else did I have over here for you? So I told you about the bail amount, right? So take a listen to now I told you that the defense is proposing, they had that proposal package with the $50 million and giving up the passports and paying off the house to use that as, I guess, some form of collateral or something like that. Prosecutors ain't hearing it. The prosecutors ain't hearing none of that ish. Take a listen to the prosecutors letting you know, cuff all of that. We want your ass. And not in the way that you think. Take a listen.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened, and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs' crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. In March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether. As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well, we recovered 3 AR-15s. This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly defaced.
Does your office intend to seek remand, or are you reaching a bail package? And if you're willing, how would you contrast this with the R. Kelly case in EDNY in terms of the elements? Thanks.
So we will be seeking detention. We have filed a letter laying out our reasoning for seeking pretrial detention. I'm not going to be able to expand beyond what's in the letter, but it contains all of the reasoning, and it contains the law as well. There is a presumption of detention in a case like this, and we think that's warranted.
Is your office concerned with Combs' safety in custody, given what happened with Epstein?
So we are concerned with anyone's safety whenever they are detained prior to trial. It's part of our obligations to keep people safe as well. It's part of the criminal justice system. So, but I do not draw any sort of connection between Jeffrey Epstein's suicide and what may or may not happen to any other defendant while they are detained pre-trial. And of course, the decision whether to detain the defendant will be up to a judge. Our position is that pre-trial detention is warranted under the law and based on the facts of this case. And I'll leave it at that.
Now, we told you already that that prosecuting team, same team that prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein, which and prosecute, obviously they don't want bail, they want pre-trial detention. You know what I'm saying? He said there is a presumption of detention, okay? Because I guess they feel he's a flight risk, even though they might have gave up everything. Now we don't trust you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got too much going on. Them drum rounds and all that, you got way too much going on. F all that, okay? Now, is that all I got for you? So with all of that in mind, you already know the deal. Bro is cooked. And we told you that we was gonna give you that Freddie P clip, right? So let's play that Freddie P clip for you right now, real quick.
It's this nigga Puffy. And my main motherfucking reason why I really hate fucking life, dog. Like, people don't even understand. It take a lot to do this video. I don't even know if I'm gonna release it. But I needed this for my sanity. I had to just break away and talk to myself real quick. But people don't know what a nigga been through. To be at your highest peak and have it snatched away from you because you don't want to kiss ass. And man, we all black people, man. Black people continue to step on each other and hold each other down. And that shit for people mental. I'm the nigga that'll run in there and blow your shit loose, bro. I don't give a fuck. Do you really want to be in a situation where you make a man that mad, dog? Well, you take it from a man's family where I gotta sell dope for 20 years and survive in these streets and still don't have a felony, my nigga. I have my freedom almost taken away from me several times, dog. You hear me? Trying to survive, my nigga. You can't go get no job. You just want to be regular sometimes. You can't even go get a job. You walk in the job, hey, it's Freddie B. What's up, boy? You gotta back up out of what the fuck? You can't even be a regular human no more after some shit like that. But he don't know nothing about that, cause he don't come from this shit. He don't come from this shit for real. Niggas like that don't come from this shit. Niggas like that don't think all about hurting and getting gang, power. Niggas gonna die horribly, man. You niggas gonna die horribly. Testicle cancer something, man. God gonna get you niggas, man. Cause you fuck with God hard, man. You got a nigga like me who don't even care about no money. I would've did way more for my city than any one of these niggas did. Cause I'm from Liberty City, I'm from Overtown. Them niggas just shoot videos though. Them niggas ain't never did shit for Gibson Park, William Park. Them niggas ain't never built no homes for the homeless. Them niggas ain't did nothing I would've did. Them niggas exploited my city, they exploited the culture. Y'all don't know, I'm just telling y'all, man. Be mindful, dog. Appreciate what you got, man. But I ain't, listen, you're not God, bro. When God put you on a mission to change people's lives, you do what he asks you to do. And you'll be rewarded. Nigga at 900 million, nigga, you still at 9. Kanye done passed you, Jay done passed you. Cause they don't practice bad business like that. They ain't stepping on each other to get where they gotta go. You look at Jay-Z, nigga, Dame made millions, Bean made millions. All them niggas around them made real money. Nigga, you ain't made 200,000 with you, nigga. But you done made over 60, 70 million off us, nigga. And we ain't make 200,000 a piece off you, nigga. Listen, man. I just want to tell y'all, this music industry ain't what it seems. I got people in this music industry right now that won't fuck with me, and I was cool with them. They won't fuck with me because of that nigga. Cause fucking with me and you won't fuck with that nigga. He take it personal. He want to shut doors, so they don't want to have nothing to do with that, and I don't blame him. I blame that nigga. When you go through what that nigga put a nigga through for the last 20 years, you get tired, bro. You just tired. You grow hate. It's like a cancer. It's like, nigga, what type of nigga is you? I want to leave this here in case I ever fucking perish, my nigga. You could look back at this, dog. You die before me, dog. How you think I'm gonna feel? You think I'm gonna laugh? Or you think I'm gonna cry? When you die, people supposed to cry about you, dog. This world gonna talk bad about you, brother. This world gonna exploit every bad thing. How you got every bad dollar? Your legacy is fucked, man. And you don't even go back and try to make it right, my nigga. Cause that shit not in you. Y'all niggas be worried about what's on you, not what's in you. That's the difference between everybody in y'all generation and my generation. That's the fuck generations, period. You niggas that's built for money only worry about what's on you.
Why does it seem like his name out of all is villainized as being one of them dudes that just take terrible business? Why does it seem like Diddy's name is the one?
It's facts. The facts. You gotta look at it. Even Kanye made motherfucking Big Sean a millionaire.
Yeah.
Even Kanye made John Legend a millionaire. Jay-Z lowest accomplishment is worth $65 million, and that's J. Cole. He's a god.
Talk about it. Yeah.
You got Rihanna, who's a billionaire. Kanye, who's a billionaire. Like, why you don't have one millionaire under your belt? Not one. You get what I'm saying? It's the facts, bro. You done deal with 40, 50 artists, man, and you the only one that made money. You the only one. You the only one that's still surviving. Jay-Z got a list of people up on there. Even fucking Beanie Siegel made money. Dame made money. Big, the whole camp made money. Petey Crack, all them boys made money. Diddy the only one, bro, because he don't have no talent. His talent is robbing people. His talent is picking out the best store. I can tell you now, he from Mount Vernon. So he can hear some shit that say, damn, you went through that? Boy, put that shit on track. Sell it to the people because of his face, and you know he the gatekeeper. You get what I'm saying? So he ate off that. He ate off having resources. He ate off being the one that can walk you through the door. You don't have no talent though. Wow, you richer than the talent because you robbed the talent. Why your son got Mace motherfucking publishing? That shit don't make no fucking sense. Why your mama got our publishing? This shit don't make no sense. Why my son ain't got it? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just evident, like, he's the only one that practiced bad business, and that's why that nigga can't touch a bill. Because he can't touch $1 billion, because it's going to be hard to get the next 100 million. The world don't need you no more. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is, people used to need him to be seen with him. Now he's the parasite. He's a hip-hop parasite.
I want me a piece of cheesecake. Do you know where to get the cheesecake spot is at? Yeah. Yeah, and y'all can walk from here, get the cheesecake, see the city, enjoy the sights, would you? Fred, you all right? Fred, yeah, you all right? Fred, I'm good.
This dude must be crazy. Sooner or later we gon' clash.
Yeah, word is on my cheesecake. If my cheesecake is in the least bit soft or brittle or not on point, we'll go back.
You know what Junior's is at? Yo, fam, Puffy just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring him back a cheesecake and walk.
Niggas want this man, but we was just on the tip like you was trying to put us out there like a bitch or something, like make us walk all the way to Brooklyn, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't really care how you took it or whatever went through your mind. It was a mission that had to be done. All this psychological, that's ego. So the ego's in your way. So the ego made the decision. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing some cheesecake. You got that much ego? Go do your thing, man. Don't sit here and be talking about it, man. Be fly about it. Get your swag on, walk that way. That way, do it. If you want to think about it.
All I said was go back and make it right. You can't do nothing for me, bro. I don't want nothing from that man, bro. That man can say, I'll give you $2 million on my mama's soul. Everybody know me. That man can say, I'll give you $2 million right now to come sit with me. I don't want to, bro. You had 20 years, bro. All I ask is that you go make it right with my group members, with Diddy Kane, with Day 26. Go help those people, bro. So I don't want nobody to get my message, mister. I see the little subliminals, bro. Don't do that, bro. Cause like we just gotta go through the history. Let's go. Loon, G-Del, Black Rob, Danny Kane. 5 of those, or 4 of those, I don't even got no disrespect to them because I never really watched the show. But I know RB and Don and I don't know them, but you know I know of them because clip and shit. So ain't no disrespect, bro. Day 26. Why nobody ever signed again, bro? Nobody. I'm just saying if it's just me tripping and oh, you just mad. If I'm just mad, bro, let's go to the facts. Let's look at the history. There's nobody ever been a millionaire. Nobody never got a second deal out this man. And these people got talent, bro. Okay? I said what I said, bro. This ain't no beef. I don't got no beef. I got beef with the nigga I'm hunting, man. I ain't got no beef with y'all, man. They mad with that truth, dog. One thing about the truth, dog, that shit hurt, bro. That shit hurt. Niggas like hustle hard, a dark crying bitch and moan. When them tears drop, every time a tear dropped on that video was from me doing something to somebody, bro. I'm a sucker for everything I ever did to him. Every time I ever stood over a nigga, every time I ran a nigga down, I'm a sucker for that, bro. Cause I live for God, bro. And only thing I blamed you about was I had an opportunity not to go that route. You could have helped me not go that route. So when I wake up in sweats and tears and I wake up with my pain, bro, I feel like it's your fault because you could have saved me from that route. That's it. You don't owe me nothing. I get offended, yeah. That nigga, I see your kid spending money on shit. Yeah, I get offended, my nigga, because my kid ain't got that.
Now, we showed you that clip before, but we just felt the need to remind you of the effect of what this man has done. That's just one person that was bold enough, brave enough to provide his account of the events. But I mean, it's that insane. All of this is that insane, man. And you know, it's far from over. You know, it's far from over. Okay, because all the people that were involved, all the other people that's gonna go down, whether Puff is gonna sing or not, that's gonna be a whole nother discussion, man. I don't know. Let me know what you think, man. Do you think he's gonna sing? And in singing, do you think that lowers? Damn, I just lost everything I just had. Hold on now. If he does sing, do you think that would lower the time that he would have? Do you think he would sing in order to get like a lower amount of time? You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's. I mean, bro's cooked. There's no way no way around it. I mean, I guess he could sing. And then I don't know. We got to see. Oh, so I told you that his arraignment was at 2:30. Right now, for me, it's 3:02. So let me just take a quick look, see if I can give you the latest information that I can find. Hold on for a second. Well, the arraignment was done, and bro has pleaded not guilty. Apparently wasting the court's time, because with everything that they found, the video evidence that they found, you really want to play out the video evidence, bro? You think they made that up? You think they did all of that? You think the feds and the FBI involved themselves in all of that and don't have video evidence, bro? I don't know, man. Like, bro is clowning with that, man. So you're gonna waste the court's time? Ooh, they're gonna throw the book at you. They are gonna throw the lube at you, bro. Well, they're not gonna throw the lube at him because he would love that. Okay, 1,000 bottles of lube, IV. You think they're making this up? I don't know. Tomorrow we're gonna go into the details of the indictment. We're gonna go into the details of it tomorrow. Okay, we're not doing that today. We're gonna let you take a breather because you need a break from all of this insanity. All right. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. If you got a story about what happened with you and Diddy, I'm curious. Hit us in the look. Hit us in the. No, don't. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.